Hello. I got up this morning just thinking I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm going to do the next right thing, and here I am, and I already feel better. Hello, my name is Kathy, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And seriously, I just got up this morning thinking, what am I doing? I'm doing a what? I'm doing a YouTube channel? You got nothing to say. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say. Just all those things. Just ignore that. Keep moving. Fake it till you make it. I feel like I'm having to fake it till I make it in every area of my life right now. But anyway, let's get some makeup on. That always makes me feel better. And I know it doesn't look like I need one, but I am getting a haircut today. I just have a few little spots. Like, can you see this ridge of curl that looks like I put it there? I did not. It just, it's just there. It's there no matter how I fix my hair or try to fix my hair. It's just there. I meant to get this hair off my forehead. Today, I even let my hair dry by itself. Never touched it with a brush or a curling iron or anything. Anyway, I just got a few spots. This is, I've worked with this haircut for about 3 weeks, and now I just need a few things tweaked, I think. And plus, it's just so short. If I'm going to keep it this short, I have to stay on top of it, right? Tell me what you think. I feel like these bangs, I've either got to let them grow out or I got to cut them even shorter because they're a terrible length. I like the length of the rest of my hair, but these bangs are not really doing it for me. And I actually had her cut them. I end up with them just over to the side anyway. So, I mean, could I handle for them to just be like non-existent? I don't know. That's sort of what I'm thinking. We'll see what she says today. I definitely need help figuring it out. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you one thing I do when I get up. I got up feeling very overwhelmed, very worthless, very like, what do I do with myself? And like, why would I go do a video? And it's about the YouTube and just everything. And sometimes you get like that where you just look at your life and like, nothing's going right, nothing's good, I'm overwhelmed. That's how I woke up this morning. And I used to not be able to force myself to do anything when I was in that space. But I've gotten to where I can get up and wash my face, which helps tremendously. I don't know why, but it does. And go outside and just sit in the swing in the sunshine for just a few minutes. I can only stay a few minutes before the bugs start eating me, but I made it a few minutes. And that helps. And then this book right here called Streams in the Desert. I've had this book forever, and it's a daily devotional. There's one for every day of the year, but I don't use it every day, but I use it when I just feel just stuck and discouraged. And it never fails that it's just what I needed for that day when I pick it up. It blows my mind. It's been doing that for years. It's usually one verse and then just a short devotional to go with it, but it's so powerful. Gosh, I hate these. I hate this. I do this, and then I do this, and then no, there's a big old wave if it goes this way. So I hate that. And I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell her to do with it. I don't really want it long. I don't really want anything long, but I think I'm scared for her to just take it all the way up. I know it sounds a little crazy. Sounds crazy to me too. But I do have some pictures that I found where I see people with no bangs, like all the way up, and it's cute on them. That doesn't mean it'll be cute on me, right? Okay. I finally threw the rest of my makeup away and reordered. I messed that one up getting it out of the package. And I'm a little leery of this. This is the color I've been using for years, but it looks more orangey than it did. So these are my favorite two colors. These are my go-to colors normally. So I threw all the old stuff away and reordered. And this is what I use, what I like to use for my lip liner. It's actually a cream eyeshadow. The only thing I have left in my makeup bag that's old is this loose, I started to say loose leaf powder. That would be tea. Loose leaf would be tea. But loose powder, is that what yeah, it's just a setting powder. I don't use much of it, but I've had it forever. I don't know if I replaced it or not. I replaced a ton of stuff. Anyway, so let's start off by testing this color right here that's not new to me, but it does look different. And see how it goes on. I'm a little scared because I don't like an orangey look on me. And before I threw the other one away, I did a swipe of the old one on a paper towel and then the new one right beside it. And it's definitely more orangey, rusty looking. But here goes. Maybe it'll go on right. Oh, it went on dark. I think it's okay. It definitely does not look orangey. It looks pink, which always blows my mind because in here it looks red. But I always feel like it just looks pink on me. I like some on my nose because I like for it to look like the sun kissed me. Right there. And when I get out in the sun, that's what it looks like. It looks red. Okay, that'll do. Yeah. Oh, why is my nose itching? I feel like it's every time I get on here. I can't keep my hands out of my hair. So I got some new hair products. I stopped at a Nevada shop the other day to get some hair gel that I've used on and off for years and I was out of. And this girl that works there started talking to me and helping me, and she was so much help. So my hair has changed. It's become curly and frizzy and very textured. It's always had a little bit of body, but for the most part, it's been flat and real fine hair, and like so fine that using a conditioner would weigh it down. And so I've shied away from conditioners for years. And all of a sudden I have very thick hair, very curly, very wavy, very frizzy. And it wasn't just when it turned gray, because it turned gray long before it got this way. Like when it first started turning gray, it was still fine hair that would just go flat. And so I've been using all the same products and just not knowing, the ones I've used for years, and just not knowing what to do with it. So I told her I would love for it to be able to just dry by itself and just let the curl do what the curl wants to do. You know what I mean? And it's not equally curly everywhere. Like this is curlier than this, and the back has less curl than any of it. So she said, I think you need to use a smoothing shampoo and conditioner. And I was like, oh, I've never been able to use that. And then she showed me some gel that I could put in just to let it dry by itself. So this is my hair drying by itself. All I've done is run my fingers through it after it was dry. And I don't hate it. I really don't. I was shocked when I first got out of the shower last night after I had used the smoothing shampoo and conditioner, and I let it was almost dry when I went to bed. Now I've re-wet it this morning and let it dry again, but because you don't want to see it after I sleep on it for sure. But anyway, when I got ready to go to bed, I felt it and I was like, oh my goodness, I think this is too moisturized. I was just a little panicky. I mean, not that I couldn't have washed it again, but anyway, this morning. But anyway, I fluffed it up. It dried before I went to bed, and I just fluffed it with my hands, and it did not look oily, and I was shocked. Neither did it look flat. I was shocked. So I think that's going to be a good thing for me. And then when I re-wet it this morning and put that gel in it, I put just the tiniest amount because I was scared of it. I asked her, was it going to make my hair crunchy? And she said no. And she's right, it did not. So I could have used a little bit more. It might have defined the curl a little bit better if I'd used more, but I just had to start out with a small amount. You know what I mean? So anyway, I wanted to go with it natural to get my hair cut. And so we can just see, like, what does it need? What places does it need tweaking? Anyway, I'm sure that's more than you wanted to know about my hair. Okay, what are we doing next? Let's do eyebrows. Y'all, I'm telling you, washing my face, like I'm a different person than I was when I got up. Washing my face, getting outside, and reading something out of this devotional, which is the Word of God, and it works. That the Word of God changes you, if you let it, of course. I'm a different person. I had zero pep in my step this morning. All I had was tears and tiredness, and here I am. Okay. A little sassy. I like sassy. I like to be sassy. Sassy's good, right? Okay. Eyebrows. Y'all, tomorrow night, I finally get to go hold my new puppy for the first time. She had wanted me, she sent me pictures a lot, and videos, but she wanted to wait until they were weaned. The mama had weaned them, and she said the mama was, pretty territorial, and I get that. So, he was 6 weeks old. What's today? Wednesday? He was 6 weeks old Monday, and I'll be able to get him next week. And, but anyway, I just live across town from her, and I finally get to go hold him, and he's so tiny. He's the runt of the litter, and I didn't choose him because he was the runt. I chose him because he was the color and kind of coat that I wanted. He's red, and he is curly, and I wanted a red curly, and it was the only red curly she had. And so I picked him out when he was like 2.5 weeks old. And I knew he was tiny, and I knew he was the runt of litter, but I don't think I knew just how tiny. And I've sort of been freaking out about how tiny he was. And yesterday, I asked her, one day past 6 weeks old, I asked her if she had a weight on him because I knew she was taking them to the vet to get their first shot. And she said he weighs 2.2 pounds. That's really tiny. Um, I think I'm freaking out because the golden doodle I had before that passed away a couple of years ago was a standard. So he was big. He was 90 pounds. And I love me a big dog, but I just haven't felt like I could handle a big dog right now. First of all, I have a small house. That's not really fair to a big dog. And I have, I'm sure I've told you this, but I was pulled down by him before when I had him on a leash. Not because he meant to, but because he got really excited and just took off running. And I wasn't expecting it. So that was when he was a puppy. And he never did it again because from then on, I was on my guard when I had him out of the house on a leash. But, and where we were is I was taking him to the groomers. He wasn't even full grown. But he was very excitable if we were out and about. And so I got out of, I was, had him on a leash and I was just like locking the car, getting my purse out or whatever. So I had him, but I wasn't on guard, And the lady, I was in the parking lot. The lady at the groomer opened the door while I was still in the parking lot. And he saw it and got excited and he decided to just go on without me. And I ended up laying down in the parking lot. So I do want a little dog, but I think I might have gone a little bit too drastically small. But I mean, he's going to be a lap dog. He's going to be, she tells me that litter is going to be between 10 and 20 pounds, but I'll be shocked if he makes it to 10. He's so little. I'm a little nervous about a little tiny dog. I'm afraid I'll step on him or something. I don't know what I'm afraid of, but I think it's just a drastic change. And I think he is what I need. I'm just been nervous about it. So I can't wait to hold him tomorrow night. Okay, what should I be doing next besides running my mouth? Let's powder. She sent me a picture last night. She has a daughter that looks to be, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 years old. And she sent me a picture of her daughter holding him. Well, actually, she sent me two. Then she sent me a video and said, her daughter said he was crying, so she sang to him. And I was like, that's the sweetest thing. So he's been well loved. And I'm really happy about that. Because when I got my golden doodle before, I don't believe he was. I don't really think I got him from a reputable breeder. But I didn't pay the price of a reputable breeder either. But he was very quiet and to himself. I don't think he'd been socialized very well. I mean, he turned out to be an amazing dog. All right, listen. I'm scared of this, but I'm going to try it. I've tried it one time before without any other makeup on, and I didn't like it. But today, I have my base makeup on my eye, which it's a cream eyeshadow, but I use it as a primer. So, here we go. Now, this is probably not a good idea for me, but I'm going to try it anyway. I watched this lady put it on. She put it on the lid, and she put it up on the brow bone. I know you have to work with one eye at a time with this because you want to get it moved around before it dries. Here goes. I typically put a light color on my lid because I have hooded eyes and the lid sort of disappears when my eyes are open. But, you know, let's just try and see. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't don't feel like it's real smooth right there. And let's get a brush and just see if we can smooth it out a little bit. This is it's a real soft brush, but it's real dense. So, okay, what do we think? My goal in having this, in getting this, was to be able to put one color on and be done. Now, you know, last week I tried that with a powdered color and it didn't work too good. I ended up putting more on with it, but that's not my plan today. I'm not kidding, it's not. So let's see what happens now. Let's see if we got them about even. Same amount of product, same place. I like that. It's sort of a no makeup look. Not really. I guess it's more color than that. But anyway, I think, oh, should I use this under my eye or should I go back to my powder? I think I'll just do the powder. I think I'm going to go with that. I do think I need a little bit of the my creamy color up under my brow. I'll do that next. I'm going to put a little bit under there, sort of as an eyeliner, I guess, but since I don't put mascara down there, I need a little something. I think that's okay. Oh, shoot. I also finally got some concealer. Yay. I'll take a little bit of this cream powder and go right here. Yeah, that helps a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, I guess it doesn't do a lot, but maybe it just makes me feel better. Okay. No, I didn't just wipe it all off. When I used to do Facebook Lives and put on makeup when I was selling makeup, my sister would always watch. And she would always say, you just wiping it off. You just put it on and you just wiped it back off. So, well, sorry. Okay, what next? Let's do this concealer. So I've had this kind of concealer before. It's Maybelline Instant Rewind Eraser. This time I bought the pink because I have dark circles and I thought that might work pretty good. And I tried it on the other day and I liked it. I mean, it's not drastic. It's not covering up, you know, it ain't hiding nothing. When you conceal something, doesn't that mean it's gonna hide it? Well, I don't think there's any hiding the flaws under my eyes. The darkness and the deep valley that's right there, I don't think you can hide that. Hey, y'all, I'm liking this eyeshadow. What do you think? I probably don't have enough up. You have to, when you first get this, you have to wind and wind and wind a lot until product comes into this little sponge-like thing. So I've only used it once, and I probably don't have it saturated enough. I mean, I like that pretty good. I'm gonna look at my 10 times mirror. I would never let you see me in this 10 times mirror because it shows every flaw. But I just want to be sure that it's not settling in the fine lines and wrinkles. And it's not. I like this. I mean, I don't feel like you can tell it's really pink when I put it on, but I think that it helps camouflage the darkness a little bit. Y'all, I'm sorry that my nose itches so bad on here. What I really think is that my nose itches all the time, and I'm only conscious of scratching it when I'm on a video. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. Let's do some mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes here. To get close to the eyelid, but it's hard to get close without pinching yourself. Okay, that did pretty good. Pretty good for this eye. This is the one that I believe I did. It's the one that doesn't show up very much. It doesn't like to keep a curl, but I think that I got close enough to the lash that it curled it pretty good, better than usual. Okay, let's try the other one. Honestly, I could go without curling the other one, but because for some reason, it just sort of curls on its own. Shoot, I hate it when I blink while I'm doing mascara. Then I get mascara all on my skin here. Okay, they're close to even. I'm gonna stop there. I think I want a tiny more blush on. I love blush. I see a lot of people that don't wear much blush, and so then I feel bad. Like, oh, you're probably wearing too much. But I love blush. but we'll calm down after a minute. Oh, goodness. I mean, the itch is intense. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this I actually wish this had no color at all. I wish it was just a clear lip balm, but I can deal with it. Now I'm gonna use I think this is called Arabian Nights. This is from Saint Makeup, and it looks really harsh, but I like the way it lines my lips. I got this idea from somebody else, and I've tried a lot of lip liners, and they're usually too orangey looking or they're too dark. And this, I just like it. Well, we'll see. This is the new one. I hope it hasn't changed too. That's pretty dark today. But I'm gonna smush my lips together. That is a very technical term. Yeah, my other one must have been drying up a little bit because this is a little bold, but it's a little dark. I might take just a little bit of that off. Yeah, I actually like this with nothing in it. But I am gonna use my blush color and put a little bit of color in there because I want to see how it looks on my lips. It does fine on my cheeks. Ooh, it's a little dark. All of it is. It's a pretty color though. It's just really darker than I want. So I'm gonna give it a little more moisture. And smush it some more. What do you think? I put earrings on for y'all today. I hardly ever wear earrings. And I mean, my ears have been pierced for many, many, many years. I don't know how long, but teenager, maybe. And I used to could go a really long time without wearing earrings, and then I could put them back in with no problem. But not so anymore. So I had to wear them. What am I trying to say? Oh, I had to keep wearing earrings for a few days. Just like every day, just to get it. Because they would be sore and it would be hard to get them through. But these, I typically wear earrings with the fish hook in them, the wire. Those are my favorite kind. But these are a complete circle. And they have, you know, just a little section that's wire, and then it hooks into the back. Well, I guess because it's a complete circle, there's enough slant in it that I have had the hardest time getting these in my ears. This is the second time I got these. I either got them for my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember. I picked them out for my husband to give me. They're from Made by Mary. And I have some of their jewelry and I like it. And, but anyway, I haven't been able to get them in. But I don't, first of all, my ears are not sore anymore. So that's probably helpful right there. But I just have to really concentrate. Like, I don't know. I don't know. You have to find an angle where they're slanted and they go in. I don't know. They just don't work. Okay. Yo, I'm happy with my makeup I finally bought. You know, when I started doing this, all my makeup was old. And the problem is I didn't really know what I wanted to replace it with. Did I want to buy the exact same thing I already had? Or did I want to try some new things? And I've done a little bit of both. And some of it I'm happy with and some of it I'm not. But I think I have finally gotten a face full of makeup that I like. When I sold makeup, I would buy all the colors that the company had, you know, so I could show every blush and every eyeshadow, which I couldn't show everyone because some of them looked horrible on me. But most of them I could show. But before that, I've gone my whole life wearing, when I did wear makeup on a regular basis, the same color every day, the same color eyeshadow, the same color blush. And that's sort of what I like. So I'm back to that right now. Well, I mean, I'm changing up a little bit. I do like this cream eyeshadow. Now, let's get a mirror and be sure it's not creasing. It sort of looks like it might be. A little bit. Got mascara dried up under there. Let me see if I can get it off. This is supposed to work. But I can't get it off. It's supposed to be if you take a spoolie to some dried mascara on your skin. But look, all I'm doing is making my skin red and the mascara is staying there. So I'm sure you can't see it. I'll just leave it. Nobody else will see it either. So I'm going to get a haircut today. Not much, just tweaked a little bit. And tomorrow I'm going to visit my puppy. And next week I'm going to get him. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I have prayed that the Lord would send me who He wanted to this channel, who He wanted me to connect with, who He wanted me to encourage, and who could encourage me. And that is still my prayer. And I knew YouTube was really slow growing, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it gets discouraging sometimes when you put the work in and then you don't see anybody watching or subscribing or anything. It does get discouraging, but I have to remind myself that this is a journey and it's a challenge for me right now. When I woke up this morning, I was like, there is no way I could do a YouTube. But by God's grace, He got me in a headspace where I could. And I'm thankful for that. But if I all of a sudden had a video go viral and just all of a sudden had this huge influx of people, I think I'd freak out. And so I know the Lord's timing is better than mine. And so I'm just leaving it to Him for Him to bring me the people He wants here in the timing that He wants here. If that's you, welcome. Thanks for being here. It's okay. Just a little bitty handful of us. It's okay. I noticed I have a few returning viewers, and I'm grateful for that. Like, hey, somebody showed up here twice. I take that as a compliment. I'll take anything I can get. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate you very much, and I will see you next week.